Aniplex, what the hell is going on with Fate Strange Fake? What is this release schedule? Who's working on this? Like, what is going on with this franchise? When we first heard that Fate Strange Fake was getting adapted, I was beside myself with excitement. Like, I've heard nothing but good things about this light novel, and I love the Fate franchise. As you can see behind me, I had tons of sabers. I got Ereshka Gill up here. I love this franchise, and I've been wanting to read the novel series for quite a while, and when I heard there was an adaptation, I was like, please, give it to me. We got Whispers of Dawn, and it was extremely delayed, and then when we finally got it, I loved it. I was like, yes, here we go. Like, everything that I was expecting from this writer and from this franchise, it just give me more. Like, I'm super intrigued about the idea of the Americans screwing up the Holy Grail War. Because what would Americans do with a Holy Grail War? They're going to mess it up. They're going to break it in some way and make it, I don't know what they're doing, manufacturing explosions out of it. I don't know, because it seems like every single Grail War ends badly. So why not make it, I don't know, a destruction device? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I was excited. I'm like, cool. And then we get the announcement of a sequel, which we were kind of expecting. I mean, Whispers of Dawn was like an opening. Like, it was a, let's show all the summonings and how every single summoning goes bad. That's great. I'm happy. Get a sequel announcement. Expected. Let's see it. And then we get this episode. Out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, we're going to release the first episode of the new TV series. Great. Cool. An early release of it. But then they're like, okay, now we're releasing the episode dubbed first, which was okay. The dub was okay. Like, I stomached it. There's a few parts that were cringy, a few parts that sounded off, but it's fine. It worked. I'm not sure why we didn't release the subtitle version too. But they're like, we'll release the subtitle version at the end of the year. And there's the question mark. There's the question mark that I pose. And like, I'm fine with an early release, but and like, is it weekly after that? Are we going to wait another year before the next episode? Like, what is this release schedule? That's where I'm getting frustrated. It feels like we're releasing an episode every single year. And that's where I'm getting frustrated. I'm loving the show so far. I think it's fantastic. The setup is great. I'm super intrigued, but I can't go every single year having to do a rewatch because it's been a year. It's been a year. It's been over a year. We're talking a year and a half to get one episode, and that's it? Like, what is the next episode in 2 years? That's where I'm frustrated. I don't know what the hell's happening here. I've seen some whispers here and there of people claiming that they rushed this to get it out. I don't know. I mean, it's not an incredible looking episode. It's not going to be the standards of Whispers of Dawn, obviously, because I think Whispers of Dawn had a theatrical release. I don't expect that quality, but it didn't look bad. I don't think this episode looked bad by any means. But at the same time, I am concerned that the schedule shows that this is not a priority. And why would it not be a priority? This is a Fate franchise. This should be a moneymaker. Are we just trying to get certain people? They're not available? I don't know, but it's annoying. I don't want to have to rewatch this series every freaking time an episode comes out every single year. And to only get 22 minutes, it's like, why bother? Just hold on to the damn thing. Just hold on. And don't say you don't have to watch it. You can wait, because I'm going to see it. I'm going to see spoilers. You're going to see spoilers. You have to watch it when it comes out. That's the problem. And I think they're almost trying to milk the hype around it, I'm guessing. That's the only thing I can think of. But either way, the episode itself was great. I want to stop talking about the negative, and I want to talk about the show because I did enjoy it. I wanted to get it out. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get the ranting out. Because at this point, I'm assuming, I thought at first that they were going to start streaming it starting December 31st in subtitled, but that looks like that's just strictly that first episode in Japanese with English subtitles. And beyond that, we don't know. We don't know when the second and third and fourth episode is going to come out, or if it's ever going to get another second episode. Anyways, the episode itself was fantastic. I really did enjoy it. Most of it kind of just seems to be introducing this girl, Ayako Sajo, which she was like barely in Whispers of Dawn. Like, she was at the very end of it, saying, I think she said that she didn't want to be the guy's master, but we finally get her. She's apparently been sent. I think she's being sent by the Einsburns. One of the guys said something to the effect, and obviously with the flashback, it looks like the lady in the background has their usual outfit, so I'm guessing it's actually them. So I don't know, maybe it's Ilya, something like that. Somebody's sending her over. The question mark is going to be why. I would assume that they're trying to at least break whatever Faldius is doing. In Whispers of Dawn, they were emphasizing the idea that they wanted to obviously break and do something with the Holy Grail War, manufacture it, and so to speak. And I think that they were attempting not to have Saber there, but it seems like maybe the Einsbergs decide to send her without them knowing, and that's why, obviously in this episode, they try to kill her very quickly, and that doesn't work out. And now we have Saber, and Saber's standing up on top of cars with police officers wanting to shoot him and making announcements about how he's gonna make it right. Sorry guys, but they chose the wrong girl because she doesn't want to even do it. They gotta choose somebody that actually wants to do it. I think it's kind of interesting the more the fact that they keep mentioning, or she keeps mentioning, that she's not a mage. And I guess that makes sense because the whole thing that it seems like Lord Elmoy is talking about with the whole situation is that they're trying to break outside of the molds of the clock tower and the Mage Association, all that kind of stuff, and do their own thing with it to sort of see if they can find the root of it, try to find something within it. That the Grail itself is not the goal, which that makes sense for anybody that has watched quite a bit of Fate stuff, at least the animes. It seems to imply that these Grails never go well. Like, it's never a good thing. It's like it's never going to grant you your wish. It's just going to destroy things. So they're trying to find something within it, which was kind of interesting. Her so far is fine. She seems like a casualty of the situation. She doesn't want to be involved. She's basically the opposite of Flat, where Flat just wants to have fun and join in. She doesn't want to be involved, yet she's getting involved. That's great. Saber so far was interesting because he seems like he's connected to Artoria in some way. Oh, I'm sorry. Altry. I don't think I've ever heard her name said Altry. I'm guessing that's a dub thing. Altry? She's Altry. He's somehow connected with Altry. I think he makes a reference to Merlin. He also makes a reference to a Loxley, which I'm not familiar with a Loxley besides Robin of Loxley, which I don't think that's in the same realm of Loxley and Camelot. Could be. I don't know. Maybe it's... My assumption right now is that he's going to be the son of Altry. I think he's going to be the son of Altry. And that would be interesting because that would explain why he's got like the Excalibur and everything, a little bit similar to that. But I guess the interesting thing here is that Francesca, who seems like she's trying to puppeteer things, she was expecting to see Altry, and that didn't show up. Which that makes me wonder if that's just kind of more of a pet name that she's giving her. Like she calls her Altry. I guess that could be what it is. I'm sure people in the comments are trying to correct me. But yeah, he was interesting. I did kind of laugh along with Francesca despite her dub not being the greatest. I was kind of laughing alongside of the idea that this is the first time they ever begin arrested. Not just that, but the fact that Ayako goes straight from being magic bound to handcuffs like right afterwards. So this girl's ain't gonna cut a break. Which I would assume that means that she's gonna go right into the hands of Orlando, which is probably not a good thing. I would assume that it's probably gonna turn into a fight. Orlando in this episode was interesting too, because that quickly turned to Castor pretty much saying, let me out. Which I think they kind of implied that he had him locked up inside of a basement or something for the longest time. So I don't know why he gave him internet access, but with that internet access, he's pretty much opened up the lid on everything. Like, I know everything about you and what you're doing. And so if you don't want the information to get out, get me out of here because I'm tired of eating in and out, apparently. He's like, I want something to eat. I'm guessing he's talking about sacrifices. Because typically with the casters, or at least with like Fate Zero and stuff, the casters want sacrifices. So I'm assuming that by him saying, I want something to eat, he wants to have sacrifices and not eating In-N-Out burgers. But the other big scene was Hansa at the very end, which he's going to be apparently the observer for the church. That was interesting. He's got his own little harem. He like walks out, he's like just chilling with this priest, his father, and then he just walks out the door and he's got this harem waiting for him out there. And I'm like, oh damn, now you're going to stop the episode right there. That's why I'm mad, by the way. There's no sequel because we have literally walked out to a harem. But yeah, it's always kind of a back and forth between observers and them getting involved. But apparently he's claiming they're just observing, which that is not happen. He's probably going to get involved somehow, which I'm kind of curious about how that's going to work for something like this. Because, I mean, again, they've already implied the idea that, like, Francesca and, like I said, Valdius, they're all basically messing with this whole system. And again, it's all seemingly pointing towards trying to find something else within the system and I guess manufacture it in some way. Francesca's even mentioned the idea of hoping that a ruler shows up with that, which that's like Apocrypha stuff right there. I don't think I've ever really seen a ruler, at least in this universe. Like, again, Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works. I don't remember what else ones are in this particular timeline. I think they reference Fuyuki in Apocrypha, so I think that's the same world. So that if that's the case, then yes, I guess technically they have had rulers. which the ruler in Apocrypha was kind of one of the more interesting aspects there. And that was really because they had two groups and they needed somebody in the middle that could literally command the other ones, which is kind of cool. This idea that a servant or whatever is the commander of the other ones is kind of cool. Yeah, other than that, they had a nice breakdown of where everybody's at currently and pointing out all the servants they've kind of noted. They also mentioned that Kuruoka is not wanting to get involved, which that makes sense again because it seems to imply that the daughter got it and they probably don't want the daughter to get involved. So I'm sorry, she's probably gonna get involved. But then that is pretty much that was pretty much the episode. Really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, I freaking keep eating it up. I'm getting frustrated with the release schedule of it, but hopefully that kind of gets. I'm just going to hope that it gets ironed out. I'm really looking forward to more of this, and I really don't want to have to, again, wait for an episode every single year like it seems like we're getting, but hopefully maybe summer or something, or summer or fall of 2025, they'll just go, okay, here's the rest of the series. Have fun with it. We'll see. But anyhow, it's my thoughts on the episode and my crying and whining. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Even still, if you did, hit the like button down below, comment. Let me know what you think of this whole situation. What do you think of the episode? There we go. Let's keep it positive. What do you think of the episode? I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, till next time, y'all take care.